You're listening to inspiring stories narrated by Juliet. Today, we invite you to slow down for a moment and join us for a gentle, thought-provoking tale, cups, tea, and the true meaning of life. Let this story take you on a quiet journey back to an old teacher's home during Lunar New Year, where a simple cup of tea reveals what truly matters most in life. In China, Lunar New Year, known as Trinjie, is not just the moment when the old year ends and the new one begins. It's the most important holiday of the year, a time when everyone travels back home to reunite with family, visit old friends, and sometimes even see teachers who once shaped their lives. That year, to mark the 15th anniversary of graduating high school, a group of old classmates, now in their late 30s, each with their own families and careers, decided to go home together for the new year and surprise their former homeroom teacher. They didn't call ahead. They just wanted to show up unexpectedly, carrying a bit of the excitement and nostalgia they felt as teenagers. The teacher's house looked the same as it always had, tucked under the shade of an old plum tree, with mossy roof tiles and white brick walls touched by time. When he opened the door, his eyes lit up with recognition and warmth. His gentle smile was still there, though there were now a few extra lines at the corners of his eyes. At first, the room was filled with laughter and cheerful voices. Wei Hao is now a director of a media company, happily shared how his company had just signed several major contracts. Lena smiled proudly as she talked about her two kids. They're smart and well-behaved, and everyone looked up to her. Kai smiled confidently while telling them how his own business had expanded and opened a new branch. They joked and reminisced about old times, the day they skipped class together to buy steamed buns outside the school gates, the moment the teacher caught them and scolded them. The small living room seemed to fill up with laughter and the comforting scent of memories. But after sharing their successes, the mood slowly shifted. In that cozy living room decorated with warm touches of traditional Chinese styles, everything went quiet. As each person's hidden struggles began to surface, one of his students, Jen, lowered his head. His eyes avoided the teacher's gaze, and his voice grew quieter, like each word was weighed down with something heavy. My work's been going okay. I've been hitting my goals, but at home, things aren't so good. My wife gets upset a lot. She says I'm never around anymore because I have to go to dinners with clients, even on weekends. She says I'm there, but not really there. Every argument leaves me feeling drained. And lately, I've started to wonder if all this effort is even worth it. I'm just so tired, and maybe a little lonely too. Jun paused. His chest rose and fell just a little faster. A quiet, heavy stillness filled the room. Like his words had finally said out loud what he's been carrying inside for a long time. Lena stared into her untouched cup of tea, her voice softer. My husband doesn't earn as much as I do, and he doesn't help much at home. Sometimes I come home late, see the cold kitchen, and feel so alone. Hiawei closed his eyes, his voice hoarse. Work keeps me busy all the time. Many nights I come home so late, I only see my son already asleep before I fall into bed exhausted, and I ask myself, what am I really living for? These confessions came out gently painful, yet relieving. Behind all the shiny titles and achievements, each of them was quietly battling stress, exhaustion, and a loneliness no one else could see. The teacher listened quietly, his kind eyes never leaving them. Then, as if he just remembered something, he said, I still have some special Pu'er tea from Yunnan, gifted by an old friend. Let me make some for all of you. Since it was unplanned, there was a mix of old and new teacups on the shelf. Each person chose a cup. Wei Hao quickly picked a glossy blue porcelain cup with flowing Fiji-style patterns, elegant and refined. Lena chose a porcelain cup adorned with white lotus flowers, delicately hand-painted over a soft jade green glaze. As she traced the gentle curves of the cup, Lena felt a serene joy blossom within. The lotus, a timeless symbol of purity in Chinese culture, brought her thoughts back to tranquil mornings by misty lakes, where nature's grace could soothe even the deepest worries. Kai picked up a plain white porcelain cup, crowned with a matching lid and edged in faded gold. Its simplicity echoed the refined restraint found in traditional Song Dynasty aesthetics. Turning it gently in his hand, Kai felt a quiet satisfaction rise in his chest. The cup's humble elegance reminded him that, in Chinese philosophy, true beauty often lies hidden beneath modest appearances. Jun, with a carefree grin, chose a white ceramic cup decorated with bright yellow daisies, topped by a lid carved from marble-like green stone, though less formal than the others. As he held it, Jun felt an unexpected warmth, memories of sunlit fields and carefree childhood afternoons bubbling to the surface, like wildflowers dancing in a summer breeze. Others had to take whatever was left, a chipped cup with plain earthen color, or an old cup whose floral design had mostly faded, mismatched lids, even slightly stained from age. Yet no one complained. Everyone understood the visit was a surprise, and what truly mattered was being together. When the tea was poured, the earthy aroma of Pu'er spread gently through the room. The teacher pointed to the shelf and spoke softly. "Have you noticed? What's left on the shelf are the chipped, darker, or faded cups. The beautiful, elegant, and finely painted cups you've already chosen." Everyone looked around, quietly nodded, and waited. With a warm smile, the Chinese teacher continued, speaking slowly, as if pouring each word. "I'm not blaming you," the teacher said gently, his eyes calm yet full of understanding. "It's only natural for us, as human beings, to be drawn to what looks beautiful, elegant, or expensive. We often let our eyes decide before our hearts and minds do. But remember this: what truly matters is the tea itself. The warmth, the aroma, the real taste we drink and savor. The cup, whether poured into fine Jingdison porcelain, a humble Yixing clay pot, or even a chipped old mug, cannot change the essence of the tea within. Too often we spend our days chasing after appearances, wealth, outward success, believing these will bring us true happiness. But what truly nourishes us, what brings lasting contentment, is the inner substance like kindness, honesty, and compassion, and the quiet moments of gratitude we share. While a beautiful cup may catch your eyes, what's inside is what truly matters." He looked into each of their eyes. Life is the same. Wealth, titles, status, those are just the cups. Peace, health, love, and happiness, those are the tea. If we spend all our energy chasing the best-looking cup, we may forget to truly taste the tea of life itself. For a moment, the room was completely silent, wrapped only in the gentle aroma of tea. Wei Hao suddenly thought of his wife's sad eyes when he came home late. Lena remembered her little daughter softly asking, "Mom, why are you crying?" Haiwei thought of his son's small hand on his shoulder whispering, "Dad, are you free tonight?" They all realized that what they had been chasing, feeling proud or troubled about, were only the cups. The most precious things, calm love, the moments truly spent together, had often been forgotten. That day, they left the teacher's house without any expensive gifts in hand, but each carried home a deeper gift in their hearts. A lesson about how to truly taste the real tea of life.